Hey poker people, this is Sky with SmartPokerStudy.com, and I have for you today a nice little video on pre-flop hand matchups. Now, I'm a member of a Facebook group, and within that group, a member named Alan made a request. He said that he's looking for a short, quality video that makes it easier for new players and some existing players to quickly figure out hand matchups, just so they're in the ballpark on the percentage. Doesn't have to be exact to the decimal point. It's kind of similar to the 4 and 2 rule as a guide. Something they can learn to use at the tables live and online. Well, Alan, I hope this video makes the cut for you. Hopefully it's quality enough for you. So let's get rid of this. Now, I have an Excel spreadsheet right here, which just basically lists the 7 different pre-flop hand matchups that there are. Pair versus 2 undercards, over pair versus an underpair, pair versus 1 overcard, 2 overcards versus 2 undercards, 1 overcard versus 1 card in between, 1 overcard, 2 cards in between, and the least desirable situation, pair versus 2 overcards. Now, these are ranked in order of if you just compare your hand to your opponent's hand, just hands, no ranges. So obviously, pair versus 2 undercards is at the top, and a pair versus 2 overcards is at the bottom. And we'll see as we do some odds here. And to calculate the odds, I used PokerStrategy.com's Equilab. It's a great free program that you can use to compare ranges, compare hands, look at flops, turns, and rivers, and compare your equities over various streets and range versus range. So let's just get started here. Right at the very top, we've got a pair of aces versus a queen six. And now just to show you how, at the biggest equity we have versus queen six off is 87-13. Great. Now an ace-ace versus 5-4 suited. By choosing this hand, 5-4 suited, we're kind of looking at aces versus a connector, a suited connector now. Let's see how that changed. We had 13% with the queen 6. Now it's up to 21% equity. That is a huge change. Let's go ahead and jump down here to 2 overcards versus 2 undercards. This happens quite a bit pre-flop. So we've got ace-king versus, what was it? A 7 deuce. Do a little bam. 68-32 is what we're looking at here. And now let's look at the 5-4 suited again. So we have overcards versus a slightly stronger. Sure, the top ranked card is less, but it's still a stronger hand overall because of the suitedness and connectedness. Now we're at a 59-41. Now, instead of going through and listing or showing you how I attained all of these, let's do a little magic. Bam! There it is. The odds are all laid out there for you, from the best or most desirable to the least desirable. Now, part of Alan's request was that this is easy for somebody to learn and to implement at the table so that they know what their odds are, pre-flop at least. So I created this to kind of help out with it. Now, these are the rounded numbers. So you can see 87 to 79, roughly it's 85%, give or take, depending on what pair actually you have and what their cards are. But you could figure it's 85-15 at the top end to 50-50 at the bottom end. So we know that no matter what our ranges, or, the ranges of the odds, I guess I should say, from the least desirable situation to the most desirable is 50-50 to 85-15. So if you just kind of remember where these 7 matchups are in relation to each other, you know that 2 overcards versus 2 undercards is right in the middle. So between 50 to 85, you have about 65%. It's a very simple system to remember it this way. So I hope this answers your question, Alan, on a video that you're looking for to kind of explain pre-flop matchups. Now, the one thing I do want to say, of course, is this is just pre-flop matchups. Anything can happen on the flop. We've got right here, aces versus queen 6. How many times have we all lost with aces versus queen 6? I've lost aces versus 9 deuce in a 3-bet pot. I mean, it happens. But this is where bad beats come from. When you have a pair versus 2 unders or a pair 2 undercards and a pair versus an under pair. This is where bad beats are. This is what people talk about. Personally, I never talk about bad beats other than, we've all experienced them. We all know about that. So that ends the video. Alan, like I said, I hope this helps you out. Please, everybody, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Visit me at SmartPokerStudy.com. Tweet me at SmartPokerStudy. And until next time, study smart, play hard, and make your next session the best one yet.